Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be turn 3, therefore episode 3, of mine and Brendan Clark's playthrough of Heartbreak Ridge from DELUXE Fields of Fire. We're playing this cooperatively. We did nominally start with you're in command of those and you're in command of those. Now it's just sort of like we're just in command of it and just working it out and going along. So at the end of turn 2, we had an enemy heavy machine gun and squad open on fire. So let's see if we can deal with that particular conundrum. Do love this game. Let's go down the map and see what is going on. Okay, here we are, do turn 3. Hi, Brendan.
Yep. Hi, guys. Back again. Third video, third turn.
Third video, third turn. Okay, one of the steps I did miss in the cleanup phase is because this nasty heavy machine gun over here took out the heroic assault team here. They now shift their fire because they've got no valid target on this card. So looking at the counter in a bit more detail, he is an automatic weapons. That's denoted by the A, and then the V means it fires at very long range. So this card will be close, this card will be long, and this card, unfortunately, is very long. So that volume of fire shifts. He's got line of sight because we're both on the same level of hill. The other downside is we've got no weapon because our medium machine gun has only got a range of long. Our squad has only got a range of long. So in other words, they're shooting at us and we can't shoot at them. That's just not sporting. Not at all. At least we're not exposed. But that now gives us a real conundrum to deal with. So, okay. That's something we missed the end of last turn.
Okay.
And Sergeant Wilson will take the blame for that one, sir. Don't worry, he'll take the blame for that one. Okay, so starting at the friendly higher HQ event phase, if you'd like to draw a card, sir, see what battalion you've got to say about the situation.
Right, okay. Let's draw it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so there is no radio in that position there, so battalion don't get involved. We now go to the friendly command phase, where you flip over the company HQ.
Yeah, I'll do that. So
to show they've now contacted you and activated you, sir.
Draw a card.
And now you draw a card, see how many orders you get.
Yeah. Ha! 1. I think it's going to be worse.
Oh dear!
Because we are in contact, and I'm green.
Yeah, you're quite correct there, sir. You get absolutely no orders at all. Is that because you realise your guys are getting shot at and you just absolutely cacked your pants? Dear, oh dear. That's
basically, I don't know what to say. I'm just mumbling around. I don't know what to do.
Dear, oh dear, that is catastrophic. Oh.
So just to clarify for the viewers, I'm green, so I get a -1, and we're in contact. So I think that reduces as well, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't reduce. If you've got no contact, it increases or improves.
Ah, right. So we don't get a reduction at all, but I do get a -1 for being green.
Yes. And
which means I don't have any orders.
And there is no actual minimum. So that's it. So the battalion's ordered you to do something, and as you just said, you've just gone wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, great.
God, that's very thematic. Oh dear. I hope the viewers are enjoying it, because I'm not.
No, okay, so what happens now? What do we do now?
What happens now is we have got no actual impulses. We go straight to the initiative segment.
The general initiative?
No. The platoon's
initiative segment. That's 3.32.
3.3.2b.
2.2, yeah.
So actually, that's a good. Let me actually bring up the sequence of play on over here again. So we've gone through the top parts, the friendly HQ events, the HQ that didn't get involved, the friendly command phase, the battalion HQ impulse, they activated good old Captain Cherry. And then in the CO HQ impulse, we drew that one. Captain Cherry went and panicked, basically, is the best way to describe it. He just didn't give any orders out. So we skipped 3.3.1C because we don't have any staff under the impulse movement there. We're now going to 3.32 initiative, and we dropped to 3.32B, the platoon HQ initiative impulse. Oh dear. So hopefully we'll get big draws here. Which platoon?
Don't we go to 3.3? Don't we go to 3.32A?
No, because that's the COHQ initiative impulse. He was activated.
Right, okay.
He just didn't do anything.
Right.
So he actually gets flipped sitting up there in his little bunker down in the staging area doing absolutely diddle. Okay. Well, so let's. Which platoon do we want to do first? I think we need to do something with these guys. So,
oh yeah, definitely,
now,
third platoon.
The thing is, okay, by them shifting their fire as well, if they'd have kept their let me get me pawn. Where's me pawn? Come back here. Pawn. All is forgiven. If we'd had, a paralysed team surviving on this card from that fire rather than a straight casualty, that card would still been under the volume of fire. Okay?
Right.
Because they only shift the fire when they've got no valid target. A casualty is not a valid target. Right. That's why they've shifted. But by them shifting their fire, because there is no valid target, that means we can't move on to this card without becoming exposed.
Right.
So we can move reinforcements onto this open ground here quite happily because, well, we can try and infiltrate because there is a volume of fire on it. But if we move this guy here, machine gun forward into this cover, which we've already nicely provided, he will open fire on them because then, oh no, he won't. He has to spot them first, doesn't he? He hasn't even we only spotted them. So what this is me trying to work the problem, sir. Is okay. These guys are veterans.
Yeah.
So we could use them to spot the enemy here.
We definitely need to spot the enemy. We definitely need to do that. If we're going to hit them, we need to see them first.
Then once we spotted them, we could then move these guys here into here. Now, to infiltrate, I think you can come from a volume of fire as well. Let me just double check that under the.
Do you want to take a time out here?
No, this is quite quick. Attempt to infiltrate an adjacent card. Any good order unit not marked exposed and that does not have a tripod or a H volume weapon, either the origin card or the intended destination card must have a volume of fire on it. So we can infiltrate out of that card into the cover that our brave assault team that took the casualty discovered for us into there. And as soon as they get there and we've spotted their enemy, we will then be in range and able to open fire.
But you'll need two orders, won't you? One to get the weapons team to spot the enemy, and then a second order to move them to infiltrate.
Correct.
Yeah?
Yes, that's a two.
And we haven't got any orders yet because we haven't drawn a card for it yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we get first platoon moving, so it's this third platoon, isn't it? If we get third platoon, Lieutenant Hibbert to go first, sir, that's what I suggest we do. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it. We definitely. That is where we've got a source of trouble. We need to deal with it if we can.
Okay.
So, shall I draw a card?
Draw a card for Mr. Lieutenant Hibbert, third platoon.
That's 5. 4. Sorry,
that's
4.
Good. Yeah, you're looking at this number here, the 4.
The black number.
Because yes, he's under initiative. So this is what I really do like about the systems. Even though the upper command echelons, Captain Cherry, has frozen. The actual platoon commanders, even though they're green, can still operate. So he gets 4 from the card.
Yeah.
If I bring up the command display, okay, so spotting, that's a spotting attempt one, that's incorrect. Is it this one? Yes. Command draw modifiers. He's green, which is -1. He is undercover. On that card, he's undercover marker, so he gets +1. So they cancel out. So he does get. He's not under. Oh, he's under a volume of fire though, which is the A automatic, which is -2.
-2.
Okay. So net is -2. So he drew 4. He gets only 2.
Yeah.
And he's got 3 in the bank.
Right.
So let's get our little dice and stick it next to him. Okay, turn that to 5.
5. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I think the first thing we need to do is spot.
Yeah.
We need to know that if we are going to move forward, that we can at least see what we're going to do. So if I bring up the spotting card, which is this one, right, spotting attempt modifiers. That guy, the machine gun team, is actually a veteran, so he gets +1 to the spot. Okay, he's target is undercover. Unfortunately, they are.
Yeah.
That's -1.
Mm.
But they are. What are the enemy? I can't remember what qualities these guys are. Let's hope they're green. Enemy is line. That's in the actual battle models. The enemy's line, so there's no modifier for that. On the same card as spotter, no. Are they exposed? No. A unit with a volume of fire rating of A. They are. That's again another +1. And a unit with a volume of fire rating of H or G. No. So it's just a +1 for the volume because they're an A-rated card. -1 because they're undercover. +1 because we're a veteran. We're on the same elevation, so there's no modifier. So it's a net +1. So we're drawing, with a spotting attempt, you're drawing 2 cards, then modified. The lowest you can get is you always draw 1 card. So we're actually drawing 3 cards to spot, and we're looking for the round rule. So this is the veteran.
You go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
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 And no.
No. You don't see them.
No, right, okay. He doesn't see them. Now, as I said to you in the last episode, I can't order them to do the same thing. What I can do is I can order the veteran squad to have a look for them as well, and it will be the same modifiers. So I will, or the other thing is I could draw another card for that veteran, but with there's no point. If the squad hadn't been there, I would draw an extra card for that veteran light machine gun. It's called Exhort, where they can get them to draw an extra card. Are you sure you didn't see something? Have another look. But as we have got another veteran there, I might as well activate them. So that takes my orders down to 3.
3 cards to spot.
Yes, so it should get it now. Come on,
1.
2.
2.
Got it.
Yes. Spot.
Woo! And then reshuffle.
Reshuffle.
Right. So, yes, they're now spotted. Excellent. Okay, so we remove the unspotted marker.
But that's 2 orders expended.
Unfortunately, it took 2 orders to do it. Okay. So the next order would be to move or infiltrate with the veteran weapons team. The machine gun team here into that cover.
But do we have the orders to spare because of the command limitations?
Oh, he's still got 3 orders. If you look at, I've got the dice on there. He's got 3 orders still remaining.
No, but I meant that from the command limitations. Don't forget, we were under automatic weapons fire, which was -2.
Yeah, but he had 3 remaining from last turn.
Okay, right.
So he had 3. He had 3 in the bank. We only gave him 2. He drew 4. Take away the 2 for the command limitations because of the enemy heavy weapons fire. Took him down to 2. Right. But 3 plus 2 is 5. So he's still got 3 remaining. And he orders that weapons team forward into that cover. Now,
infiltrating?
We're going to try and infiltrate. So we draw 3 cards to see if they manage that. No. Yes.
Yes. That's the icon we want, isn't it?
That's the icon we want. Right. So that now goes there. And they now, because they know that enemy's there, they now place a PDF, prime direction of fire, and they put a heavy volume of fire on that card. A automatic, so state there. At this point, because I don't like carrying around counters that are superfluous. He has, I think it's 4 ammo. Let me just check.
And does he automatically find the cover that's here on that card?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, they're down at the bottom. They're down the bottom here.
Do you want to pause?
No, they got 5 ammo. It's just this card's. Okay. I'm used to the Normandy way of it being laid out, which they're on the side. So yeah, just bring over the machine gun counter here, and I'll change that to state 5. There we go. Right, he hasn't found the smoke, so I'll just leave the smoke behind there. That's
displace it, yeah.
Yeah, because that would require him an action to do it, and we can't order him now because he's on a different card. But the fire is automatically done. So that takes him down to 2 orders remaining, and I reckon we need to bank those just in case Captain Cherry forgets that, he can command guys. Right, so he's got 2 left and banked. Right, what else do we want to do? So the way cards work for lines of sight is you can see down along straight lines. So where's the port? So we've got a heavy cal on this card here, a 50 cal. Unfortunately, he cannot fire on there because it's not a straight line of fire.
Not a straight line.
If they'd been on that card, he couldn't have done it either. You can only do it on that card or straight along this row here, or into that card there.
Or to there. Yeah, I'm with you. Right. Yeah.
However, what we could do is, I know he won't be able to fire now, but next we could move him to there, and next turn we would have a lot more volume of fire shooting out at that position. That is an option. Another option is we move the artillery guy into here eventually, and then get him to drop some serious ordnance onto that card. That's an option as well. Because remember, our artillery forward officer is where we moved we moved him to there, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So he can't move to there, but he can move to here.
Yeah.
And then move to there. So this is where we might have to do, as Baldrick would say in Black, make a cunning plan. Okay. It's going to require 2 orders for him to do so. So we could use him, the XO. If we activate the XO first, he could tell the artillery officer to move to here. Yeah? Then the sergeant, who has got 2 orders, where's the sergeant? The sergeant's here.
There he is, on that card.
Okay. Because when the artillery officer moves from here to here, he doesn't get marked exposed.
Right.
So he could move again.
Right.
Okay, so we could then order him onto here, and then once he's here, we could use under general initiative, get him to bring some artillery down.
Quick question before we do any of that. We've moved the unit onto this card now, which is closer to the enemy up here.
Yeah.
Do they shift their volume of fire onto this card?
No.
Or does it stay on this card?
Stays on that card until they receive an order to do so. Now, when we come to the enemy offensive operations, they could shift fire. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, that is one of my little bugbears with my own play. I forget that the enemy are just as cunning bastards as we are, and they do shift their fire when you least want and expect it. In one of my last videos, I moved a whole platoon forward. A whole platoon! And then they automatically fired. And the enemy were firing on one squad elsewhere, but because a whole platoon was firing, and they got the shift order they were allowed to shift fire, they shifted fire onto my well-exposed platoon and took out quite a few of my units. It's one. Yeah, I mean, the enemy. They are clever bastards. They are clever bastards.
So we have an HMG, which is on this card here.
Yeah.
We have a forward observer or artillery officer who's on this card who can bring down artillery fire. Once we get him, we have to give one order here. Yeah. Then we have to get another order to get him to there. So that's 2 orders.
And then
whereas if we move the HMG over, that's 1 order.
Yes.
So I think that looks more economical in terms of orders.
Apart from one thing, the HMG, when he moves, will be
exposed.
He'll be marked exposed.
Yeah.
And then that will put him under because he can't infiltrate with that heavy bit.
Okay, so we could hold up for a turn and wait for the enemy fire to shift onto this card, then we could move the HMG.
But it
might. What do you think?
But it might not shift. It's not an automatic.
Oh, there's no guarantee.
No. Right. Let me show you what's going to happen. This, from a planning point of view. Okay. On here is the enemy activity charts down here. On this one here is the enemy defensive activity check hierarchy. They are on a. Well, are they deliberate or? They are on a deliberate defense. Yep. So looking at that chart, on the column that's got deliberate defense, if you go all the way down, they've got under fire, but not undercover. That won't apply. Trading fire, so second from bottom. Trading fire and units volume of fire is better than the opposing unit. It's not, because it's the same. They're both automatic. So it goes to the one below that. Trading fire and units volume of fire is equal to or worse. They've got 2 actions there. 1 is no action. 2 is grenade attack or concentrate fire. So there's no shift fire there. Where's the shift fire? Under fire from a different direction to its own PDF, which is the 4th one from the bottom.
Yeah.
It's actually along their prime direction of fire. If we were firing from the flank, then they might shift it. So they won't shift. They will continue firing on us. They will either try to concentrate fire on us, or they'll do no action, which means they don't change. Concentrate fire means they'll draw cards to see if they will actually be able to hit the unit more effectively.
Okay. All right.
So that's interesting.
Well, I think we may need to make a decision crack a decision about what we're going to do. We think then moving the HMG in there is too risky at this point.
Yeah.
So can we try and if we move the forward observer onto this card, because there's a volume of fire on this card, can he try and infiltrate onto it with another order?
He can do, yes.
Okay, so that's probably safer for him then.
Yeah.
If he succeeds.
Okay, so let's see. How many orders has our EXO got in the bank? Yeah, our platoon commander's got 2 there. Second platoon's got 1. Sergeant and EXO have also got only 1 each. Okay. I was thinking if the sergeant could come down, he's going to get 1. Sergeant comes down for 1. His second order moves is the artillery forward officer to here. So the sergeant comes down for 1 order. His second order is to move the artillery to here. Then we activate the EXO. Yeah. The EXO moves from here to here as 1 order.
Yeah.
His second order is to move the artillery forward officer to there.
Right, okay.
And then in the general initiative, hopefully we get 1, and then he can bring a fire mission on to that card there. It's expensive, but...
Yeah. Now, my other question was, this is... The company staff, do they draw a card? Because I thought under general initiative they just got 1 order.
They do, but they've already got 1 each, so that means they've got 2.
Okay, fine. They're banked because they've got banks, so they're okay then.
So that's what an option. Orders still, these are done before the EXO goes. We've still got 2nd platoon and 1st platoon to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 1st platoon's over here.
Yes.
And 2nd platoon are here. So, an option, because we get more orders.
Well, 2nd platoon, I think 2nd platoon are actually here, aren't they?
Yes.
on that
Well,
card.
I meant
Yeah.
this row. Sorry. My bad, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This row. What you could do is do what we just described with the second platoon commander. He could. Wait a minute. Who did we give the artillery to? Did we give it to anybody?
It'll be on the card, won't it?
It'll be on
command display.
Yeah, we gave them to the red because they were over here, weren't they? So it's first platoon that has to order because we put them under their command.
Yeah. So we can't use the platoon commanders to do this. It'd have to be the XO or the first sergeant.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
First platoon could order him because he's under his remit, as it were. I know he's moving to the opposite side of the front. And I don't think we can change it now on that side. But the XO and the sergeant could order him. So what could happen is we activate first platoon commander. He moves over to here, and he then says, shift it, and they go to there. And I've just, because he can't order him by radio because they're on a different bloody radio net. They haven't got the same radio net as us. So he has to physically go along, kick his butt and say, you move over to there, get ready for the XO. I'm just looking at a cheaper way of doing it, that's all. So let's do first platoon, see how many orders, because he's got 2 in the bank already. Drawing a card for first platoon. He gets the 3. He's working under a general initiative. First platoon commander is line, so there's no detriment there. He's not under cover, so he does get his 3. So that takes him to 5. So, right.
Yeah, he needs to send somebody forward.
He does need to send somebody forward as well, yes. So let's put that out to 5. We need to keep moving as well. So
yes, we do.
All right. So he orders this guy forward into there,
and he's exposed.
And he will be exposed because there's no volume of fire. And that takes that down to we'll get where that is.
4.
Okay. I think he will also order a weapon. No, actually, no, that's fine. That's 4. He then moves over to here himself, doesn't get marked exposed. That takes that down to 3. He then tells the artillery forward officer to move to there because he can't tell him to move.
That'll take him down.
And that'll take him down to 2.
To 2.
Yeah. And then I'm going to keep those 2.
You're going to bank those.
Yeah. Just in case Mr. Cherry has another wonderful highlight on the 4th turn. Okay.
Right.
What's actually happened there? That artillery forward officer should be marked tinted with red because his radio is tinted red, so they are actually part of first platoon, even though they've now come over to help third platoon. That's the whole point of a reserve. Right. Okay. So then next up is we have to activate second platoon. So we have to do the platoon first.
So I'll draw a second platoon card. Let's get that off there. And it's 1 order.
1 order.
1 Peasley.
1 order. He's got 2 then because he's green, unfortunately, so it's -1. Oh, he's not undercover, is he? Oh, he's undercover. Yes, so he gets. Oh, is he? No, we didn't move him into the gun.
Is he not undercover though?
No.
Is he?
So he doesn't get that
undercover.
+1. So in actual fact, he got no orders either. So he's actually got 1, and that's it.
1 order. I think we want to keep going forward, so I would like to detach.
The thing is, he's only
with
got
1 order. I can detach. I can detach a team, but I can't actually order them forward.
Correct.
Because I don't have enough orders.
Correct.
So I think I'll just bank that order for now.
Yeah, I think that's sensible. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So.
Unfortunately. Okay. Right, so that leaves the first sergeant and the XO. So the XO gets 1 order. And with him now having 2 orders, he's on this card here. So he moves to here. with one of them, and he gets them to try to infiltrate there. Now they're a line guy, so they're drawing 2 cards. If you'd like to draw those 2, please, Brendan.
Okay.
1.
Cover, and I'll carry on drawing.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so he.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
He's unfortunately.
Yeah, he didn't get the infiltrate icon.
No, so he's exposed. Okay, that could change something quite drastically in a moment. Right, so that's the EXO. Oh dear, yes. So that's the EXO finished. He moved onto the card and then done his job. Right, then the first sergeant gets 1 order. Okay, so he's now got 2. So he is now going to move or try to infiltrate this position to get into the cover. So he is a veteran, so he's drawing 3 cards. 1, 2.
Yes, he's got the icon for infiltrate.
It got a bit sweaty there for a moment. I'm like, oh no, not a veteran sergeant. Right, so okay, so he's now got 1 order remaining, where he now orders this artillery to do something. Now this is where we need to have a little discussion. What do we want them to actually do? So, because he's now exposed, we could bring hopefully some HE down here onto the enemy, or we could bring some white phosphorus which would obscure them, but I think the bringing HE will obscure them. Once they're obscured, that volume of fire will not go onto our card, either if we bring in white phosphorus or we bring in HE. Either one would do. If they were still unspotted, then we could fire white phosphorus on them, because that's one of the things we're allowed to do. We can fire on suspected positions.
Right, okay.
So
let's bring HE in, shall we?
Let's bring HE in. Right, what's the size caliber and what? So I'm going down to the log chart here. Divisional artillery, HE. He's the artillery forward officer. He's got a number 4 there, so he's going to draw 4 cards to fire on that position. And when it actually hits, it's a -5 shot. And we've got 5 fire missions of this. So,
and he's got haven't we got 150 as well as other artillery, 105 and 155 artillery.
Oh, you want to bring the big boys in on him? Yeah, that sounds good. Sir, you've come out from behind that bush, okay, where you were obviously resting, sir, and you've come up with a superb suggestion. If we've got it, flaunt it. Yes, let's it's 1 less draw though. That's the downside to it. It's only 3 draws rather than 4, sir. Which would you prefer? A -5 with 4 draws, or a -6 with 3 draws?
For a target like this with a bunker and a machine gun, I think we need the -6. So let's draw the 155.
Okay, calling in the 155. If you please draw 3 cards and get the boom symbol. 1, 2. Oh dear.
The tension is killing me.
Oh man.
No!
Absolute no.
Nothing.
All right. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We've ordered it. That we've done the best we can there. We've got to hope now he gets it on general initiative, because it's a different impulse. He could try and do it himself. Okay. All right. So that's the sergeant finished. We now draw a card to see how many actual general initiative impulses we get. Over to you, sir. And please don't draw a 0.
That's what we call staff initiative on a sequence of play, yeah? What we've just done.
We've just done a CO staff initiative, that's right, where the sergeant came across and said, "Oi, do something." And
no, it's a general initiative draw. Here we go.
Yeah. 3. And look at that. It's the burst symbol straight after. Don't you just hate that? I love this deck. I hate this deck.
Classic.
Okay, so of the 3, I would suggest he tries to draw. Now, is it still worth trying the 155, or do we go back to the 105, where we get 1 more
Yeah, let's
card?
go for the 155. This is the forward artillery observer, yeah?
That's it, yeah. He's using it now under his own initiative. He's going,
He
"Hello."
agrees. He thinks It's 155 he wants to call in, so I'll draw 3 cards.
Draw 3 cards. 1. No.
1.
No.
2. Last draw for this.
Oh. Woo! Got it. I say it is tension laden.
It is, isn't it?
It is. All I can say,
So
Ben Hull, you created a absolute monster of a game. Okay, that is then converted to -6. There it is, pending fire. Okay, now what that will do when it lands, that will create smoke and rubble and such. That will stop their volume of fire out to us.
Great.
Okay,
this is what we want.
It's what we want. Okay, so we've still got 2 left on the general initiative.
Okay, so what would we like to do? So can this machine gun, which is on, let me put this machine gun, it's got a long range. So it could fire, could it? Is there any point it firing?
It's already firing. That's what the PDF says.
It's already firing. That's already done, isn't it?
They fire automatically.
Right. Shall we push a squad forward somewhere else?
We could do.
What about I think we've got an assault team over here, haven't we?
Yep.
So we can push them forward.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be one order, and then they can look for cover. Can they do that? One order to move forward, and the second order to go for cover.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And this will be 2 orders. We've already spent 1 on the forward artillery observer.
That's it. So they move forward into there, and then get marked exposed because there's no volume of fire on there.
Yeah.
And then, as you say, they can look for cover. They're drawing 3 cards. If you'd like to do that, sir.
Is it not 1 card?
No.
Oh no, it is 3.
Yeah.
It's 3. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
There's only a maximum 1 cover on the card.
Yeah, there's the 3 there. Okay, let's draw 3 cards. No.
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 Oh dear.
No.
Oh dear. And that's our 3 initiatives done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now moving over to the enemy. Okay, so an actual fact, thinking about it, anyone who watched episode 2 was probably cursing us because I did forget. Even though I said there's no enemy on the board, let me show you on the volume of fire. On the volume of fire, sequence of play. I'll bring this up here. The very first step is enemy higher HQ event starting on turn 2, and I skipped that. They didn't get a HQ event because I said there's no enemy on the board. They could have drawn a card. I don't know if it would have brought anything into play, but I should have done that. But so there is enemy on the board, so they now have a HQ event, or potential HQ event. If you'd like to draw another card there.
Oh, because we missed that in turn 2, should we draw 2 cards?
No, because we didn't place our additional artillery, did we? So if you miss something, just move on. It happens.
Oh, and look.
They do. They have the HQ event.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking now on the enemy HQ events table. So if you draw another card, and we see what number it is under the 10 column. Oops, sorry, my marker in the way. Sorry.
I just want to get your marker off. Yeah, your pawn off. Yeah.
Okay. That looks like a number 7, isn't it? It is. Okay. So going over back to the manual, the book. Okay, so we're looking on here. It doesn't want to step for me for some reason. No.
What you're looking for, Aaron?
I'm trying to get to go back a page, but for me, it doesn't seem to want to do it.
Okay, so I'll try and do it then.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be doing it.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Not sure why that's happening. We'll work out that on the technicalities of that later. So we can see we've got a little enemy higher HQ events table. We're looking at turns 2 to 6. We're in turn 4, so we're looking in this column here, and we drew a 7. So it's ammo resupply. All heavy machine guns receive 4 ammo. So that heavy machine gun of theirs gets another 4 ammo.
So we're on turn 3, aren't we? Actually.
Yes, turn 3. It's turns 2 to 6.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's called wishful. Well, I suppose that's not wishful thinking. That's negative thinking. So he's on 5. He gets 4 ammo, so that takes him to 8, and he gets another card. I suppose they can have as much ammo on the card with them as they want. They just can't carry it all. So if they're forced to retreat, they will only carry. I think
what they can. Yeah.
What they can carry, which I think is 4, maybe might be 6. So they're on
draw
9.
another card.
They're on 9 ammo. No, that was the HQ event. It's all done. So we now go on to the next step, which is the enemy activity check segment. So there are 2 enemy on that card. Okay, so we got to work out what they want to do. Okay. Now there is a sequence of this. Now, if there's enemy LATs on the card, LATs are done, which is the limited activation teams. They are done before actual squads and units. So I'm going to pause the video and make sure. I think we randomly determine which one of these does something first, but I want to check that. So let's just pause.
Okay.
Okay, so we just on this card here, we're putting our artillery marker there to show that next time we want to bring some artillery, we get an extra card draw. Also, we have determined. What did we originally pause for? Because we had actually a few off-camera discussions. Can't remember what we actually paused. Oh, the enemy activity. Yes.
Yes, the sequence.
So, the sequence. So on this card, because there's 2 enemy there, but they're both in good order, we randomly determine which one of those 2 we do first. If one had been a LAT, such as a pinned unit or a paralyzed unit, that would have been done first. Then so it's LATs, then good order, then leaders. As they got 2 good order units, we determine which one of those first. So if we say the machine gun is number 1 and the squad is number 2, we then draw a card and look under the 2 column. Number 2, so the squad we do first.
Is 2, yeah.
So the squad. Right. So he's a good ordered unit. He's in a deliberate defense position. So coming down the wrong button. Coming down the bottom here. Okay. He's not on the same card as us. He's not out of ammo. He's not under fire. He is under fire. Not under fire, but not under fire, but not under cover. Doesn't apply. Under fire from a different direction to his own PDF. The answer is no. It's along the same PDF. Trading fire, and the volume of fire is, but he's not trading fire because he has got no fire on him. So he's got effectively 1 no action because he's out of range. So trading fire and unit volume of fire is equal to or worse. That doesn't apply either. I don't think any of these apply for him. Under fire from a different direction. No, he's not.
Because the artillery hasn't landed yet, has it?
No, that'll be in the sort of next step. Hold on, let's just check something here. What's his range? He's got L range, hasn't he? He has. So he can only get as far as him.
Yes.
Okay. So he would now drop fire.
Shift fire.
Shift fire. And that is automatic because he can't fire onto this card. He's out of range.
Yes. And can the Japanese squad actually see the machine gun weapons team? Have they spotted them automatically?
They can, yes. I've noticed the North Koreans were very upset that you call them Japanese, but okay.
Oh. Sorry. I apologise to all North Koreans.
So I think... okay, so that would place a volume of fire on there. It's shooting down the same PDF because they're not allowed to have 2 separate PDFs unless they receive an instruction to do so. So they're shooting down the same PDF, so they'll be dropping fire on there of the small arms, whereas the heavy machine gun will constantly fire there unless it gets a shift fire or something like that. So and that's automatic. Okay. That's got nothing to do with their orders. So now going back on that order screen, would they change from that because they're now trading fire and unit's volume of fire is equal to or worse than the best opposing unit, which it is. Okay. It is worse because they're only putting small arms and we're putting automatic. So we're drawing a 1 or a 2. On a 1, they do nothing, no action. On a 2, he will try to concentrate fire.
Should I draw a card?
If you draw a card, please, sir. Oh, the dramatic.
Reshuffle.
No, no.
So
Oh, you shouldn't have reshuffled there. It doesn't matter. You
Okay,
finish the action that you're doing and then reshuffle. It doesn't matter. Okay, so he's doing 2. He's going to try and concentrate fire. Okay, so he's a line unit, so he'll draw 2 cards. Okay, and he's looking for that, and he's looking for that roundel symbol. So he does.
No, he's got it. But I'll carry on.
Yeah. All right. So he gets a concentrated fire on our squad there. So let's get. I know there's
the weapons team.
On the weapons team, yeah. So let's get. Where's the concentrated fire marker? There it is. Okay. Boom. Rude.
Okay.
And now we determine what the HMG is going to do. Right. So that's on the same table.
He's not under fire at the moment, is he?
No.
Yeah, HMG.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is.
Because our squad, our weapons team, moved forward, didn't
so
they?
he is, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But he's not under fire from a different direction to his own PDF. That's not count. He's trading. Technically, I suppose he's trading fire. So, but he's not. Well, he's not trading.
But he's throwing a different card, isn't he?
He's throwing on a different card. Yes. So, but he is under fire. So the only not under fire. No, under fire, but not. All of those don't really have under fire from a different direction. It's not a different direction. A unit that has opened fire, placed a PDF, no action, attempt to, right, it's automatically, so it's the third one from the bottom. An A with a tripod or a H volume of fire unit that has opened fire, which he has, he's placed a PDF, he automatically attempts to concentrate fire.
Right.
Okay. So again, so he's trying to concentrate fire on the position on the hill there. So if you draw 2 cards from him and don't get a roundel, you got a roundel.
Got one.
Yeah, got one. So he's concentrating fire on somebody on that card. Okay, which will be random.
On this card here.
On this card here, yes. He'll be that will be randomly. No, it's on everybody inside that cover. If there had been anyone outside the cover, he would have randomly determined if it's the cover or the guy outside.
Right.
But they're all in the cover. He's going to be firing at. No one's outside. He'll fire at the cover.
Yeah.
Now this, to be honest, is all mute because once our artillery drops, which is coming up soon, all their fire will cease because they can't see outside of all that dust and shrapnel that we're flinging at them. But it is useful to go through the sequence. Okay. So that's that card done. That's all of the units are done. So the next up is the mutual capture and retreat phase. No, we're not on the same card, so there's going to be no captures. Retreat doesn't apply. There's no vehicles, so we're now into the mutual combat phase. And the first thing that happens on the mutual combat phase is remove existing incoming airstrikes and WP fire missions. Flip pending markers to their active side.
Which is what we want.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's flip that. Okay, at that instant, the enemy's volume of fire disappears here and disappears here. And that concentration of fire goes, and that concentration of fire goes.
Right, it cuts in straight away and stops them firing.
Yeah.
Wow. Just as well, so we've saved the forward observer then.
Correct. Yes, that's why the artillery fire was very important. And that's why it works. Again, the sequence of play there. We've got them doing their actions because, what's happened is just one shell's landing on there and our forward observer with his binoculars is going, yep, and they're firing and doing what they need to do, and he's going, right, fire for effect. boom, and
Buffer effect. Yeah.
that's it. And now they've run out. They can't see bugger all. Okay. Next up is the potential contact phase. So we've got this one here. Is this the only one that we've advanced onto? I think it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because we run out of orders for the CO or the commanding officer of the second platoon didn't actually issue any orders.
Captain Cherry is rewriting the history books. I ran out of orders. In his little battle notes, what were they? Action report. He's put, I ran out of orders. I see, sir. Very, very astute. Yes, the father of Trump, perhaps. Who knows?
Careful.
Careful.
Let's keep out of politics.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's lots of people that are called Trump. Absolutely, hundreds of thousands of them. So, anywho, so we've got a potential contact B. So what's our volume of fire? At the present moment, because we brought that artillery, the only volume of fire is that card. There's no other volume of fires out. So moving along onto the potential contact card here. Contact is one friendly occupied or enemy occupied under fire. Engaged is two or more. We were engaged, but we're no longer. Two or more occupied cards are under. There's only one card under a volume of fire, and that's theirs. So we're back at we didn't go up to engage. We're still at contact.
Right.
This is a PCB. That means we're drawing. 5 cards under contact.
Right. Okay. Shall I draw?
Yes, please, sir. And you get it on the first one. Okay, so keep drawing.
2, 3, 4. Was it 5 cards? Yeah, it was, cards, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you got one more to do.
Come on.
That's it. Okay, so it is actual contact, right? And
oh God, now we've got to decide the package, haven't we?
Well, that's it. So we are the PCB. If you want to draw another 1 to 10,
right?
It's another card.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking over it. I was looking at it away. So here we go.
Okay.
8.
8. So a PCB with an 8 is package 6. Package 6 is a 76mm field gun.
What? What?
That's going to be providing an incoming -3 arty spotter in basic cover. So we've brought incoming. So they've said basically whatever North Korean is for FU, and they're bringing 70. All right, we're bringing in 155, nearly twice the barrage. Yeah, but what they're saying is we've got some too. Okay, right. I'm going to pause the video while we'll set this up.
Okay.
Right, so we determined that brings in a -3 volume of fire from the 76mm guns, and the spot is in basic cover, and maximum LOS to that position is on this card here. So yeah, that's particularly not nice, but that's the consequences. The next step then, that was the only PDF we have to worry about, is pinned recovery. Is anyone pinned that needs to be recovered? No. Combat effect segment. Now this all happens simultaneously in the sense of action. So I always determine top to bottom, left to right. So the first card we have to work out where fire is this card here. Okay. So in the bunker, we're not taking this into effect because we take the largest volume of fire, which is that -6. Okay.
So you're now working out the net combat modifier, aren't you?
Net combat modifier. So it's a -6 for the actual incoming, +3 for the bunker. So now it's -3. There's no cover on that card, no additional cover, so it's still -3. There's no other modifiers. So if we draw a card.
What about a squad? Because a squad are in a trench.
We'll be doing that, so they'll be at net -4.
Okay.
So we're doing the. I wish I could work out which button to press.
HMG.
We'll do the HMG first at -3. If you draw a card for them.
Okay.
-3. They're only pinned.
Oh,
they're only pinned. Okay.
Damn it.
damn it, and then do for the next guy, which is the
This squad.
squad at -4. They are hit. Now determine what's the effect of the hit is draw another card. And then we're looking under the line. They've got one of
Paralysed.
Paralysed. Okay,
One step.
So one step is paralysed. So that didn't
How do
do
we
too
show
well.
that?
Right, so first of all, let's do the effect on so they pull a lat team. So it drops them down automatically.
And that's paralysed.
The assault team will then be changed from assault team down to paralysed as such. And then because they were hit, they're automatically pinned.
Yes.
And they're pinned as well. And then the HMG is pinned.
It's pinned.
That's it. Okay. Now, what also happens there, even though they couldn't fire out, they still have a PDF. Their ammunition drops. They still consume ammunition.
Right.
Okay, so
Okay.
I will delete that, get review.
They're firing, but it's ineffective because they can't really see very well.
Can't see what's firing at them. That's right. The other thing that should have been placed with that spotter is that he is actually unspotted.
Oh yeah, over here on this card, here on the right.
On
This
that
one
part
there.
on the right, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, but we weren't firing at him anyway. So then we moved down to here. There is no fire because, as you just quite rightly said, they can't see us because of that. Over to here, though, they have incoming. So the modifiers here are -3 for the incoming.
Yeah.
Only +1 for that cover because it's an artillery shell coming into the card rather than firing through the sides of it. So that's -3 +1 is -2, but an additional -2 because he's exposed.
So it's a net -5.
Net -4. -4 is the worst you can get. So
But it's the worst you can go. Here we go.
he is hit.
He's hit.
And then determine the effect of the hit. You draw another card. And you're looking under the line. He becomes a fire team. So that's not bad hit. In that regard. Ooh, wrong guy. So he changes from an assault team to a fire team. So he goes down to a green fire team. And because he was hit, he becomes
pinned.
That's it.
Right.
So that is the combat effects segment done. The only other thing we've got to note on there is our machine gun here also consumes fire ammo because he was still firing away.
Right.
So
even though we didn't actually do the effect for that because the artillery was more heavy damaging. Yeah.
For us to have saved ammo there, we would have had to have given them an order to cease fire.
Cease fire, presumably, yeah.
Yeah. But considering that step was beyond the artillery, and we didn't have enough floating orders, shall we say. So we're now in the cleanup phase.
The ammo level. Yeah.
Again?
Yep.
Are you sure you want to clean up? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
The turn markers to 4. That's correct.
I'll do that. So clean up.
I've just done it.
Oh, you've done it?
I did it. I said I've done it. Oh, right.
We need to go back then.
Let me pause the video because this gets confused.
Okay.
Disaster averted. It's amazing what you can do with a rewind on the tabletop simulator. I'm moving the commanders back into the active side at the top there. First sergeant back into his box.
And we should be going for turn 4. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're in turn 4. Anything else we've got to worry about? Changing volumes of fire. The answer is no, because their volume. Let me bring the marker. Their volume of fire marker from this card is still, they can't see out of it. So there's no fire coming out of that card. This guy here, now it says under the booklet, spotters have 3 fire missions. So he's used 1 fire mission already. So we need to get him a fire mission counter, which is, I'm just going to class it. That's not art. It's sometimes finding the right counter is sometimes difficult. Mortar FM, there it is. I know it's not mortar, it's artillery, but there we go. I can't see an artillery one there.
So do we need one for our forward observer as well?
No, because that's recorded on the log sheet.
Okay,
So he
fine.
had 3, so he's now got 2 remaining,
Right.
and he also, so he's drawing 2 cards, but he's going to get an advantage next time, pending. We don't want a pending marker. He wants an artillery observer marker. So I'm sure there's ones for different nations. I can see the blue ones there for us. Can we change the colour of that? Colour tint. Can I change that to, what are they? They're red, aren't they? Right. Oh, I can. Look at that. Oh, no, I can't. Can I do it now? Colour tint, red. Right. No, it just changes the border, side of the border. I'm sure there's markers for them, but we'll put that there. That's their mortar. And we'll label it as such as NK mortar.
Right.
It's not mortar, is it? 76 millimetre.
Yes, that's right.
Millimetre. There we go.
Okay.
And that
Is it for the turn?
That's it for the turn. Whew.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for staying with us.
It's a little bit longer than anticipated, but you know, with Captain Cherry having a command freeze, we still worked out a way and a methodology to get the job done or get something moving.
Get something done.
Yeah, we're still progressing up the map, not as fast as we necessarily need to. Can't remember. Did we get a reattempt at this, or have we all got
Yes,
to do
we
it?
do. We have a reattempt. One
reattempt.
reattempt. Yeah.
So yeah, so if we don't actually complete, I think I remember from the first video, I was saying I would like us to at least clear up to where's the this row. Now we've actually only got that one to deal with there, on that row. So, and we're on turn 4, so we're progressing okay. We're progressing okay. Whew.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for watching. As Brendan said there, we will be back for turn 4 in the 4th episode. I hope you hang around, because I'm having a lot of fun. By the sounds of it, Brendan is having a lot of fun. And even Captain Cherry hiding behind his bush, he's probably having a bit of fun.
Even though he got command paralysis, yeah, he's enjoying it too. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.
Bye. Oh, wow. Captain Cherry, command paralysis or what? However, we made a plan. We came together, the lower ranks raised their game. We got that artillery officer, forward officer, into the right place. We got him, we told him to fire. That didn't work. He took it on his own initiative. Boom, 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 on that enemy position. Whew. Of course, they then reciprocated onto ours, but okay. No harm, no foul. We've still only taken one actual casualty. So now we've got to close with that enemy position. They are pinned. They're under heavy fire. Get the artillery officer to keep on firing on them with either 155s. We've got one mission of that. White phosphorus, we could use that. Or more likely, because we've got more shells of it, the 105s. Get that on there. Keep them pinned down. Move forward. I love this game. I might have said that a few times. It's just the way that works. There's not many games I can think of that actually have that command paralysis, where, you know, ASL doesn't have it. To be honest, neither does Band of Brothers, and that's my go-to squad level game, where you've got a plan, you come up with an idea, and then we draw a card, and he says, "Yeah, you've got no orders." All of a sudden, everything's got to be done on an initiative. Now, if those lieutenants and such hadn't ridden their game, i.e. drawn high on those command cards, and they'd only drawn 1 or 0 on their initiative draw, we'd have lost a turn completely, and probably really suffered with those guys under fire from the enemy forward position there. But as it was, we did rise to the occasion. Our guys did get moving. We got the job, well, not done yet, but we're in the process of doing so. Anywho, if you enjoyed that, please give us a thumbs up and a like. All helps the channel. If you didn't enjoy that, one, what was missing? Everything happened in there, but maybe it's my presentation. Let me know, because the only way I'm going to improve for you guys is if you tell me, "Hey, you could have done that better. Maybe listen to the silly voices." Whatever, just let me know. If you do enjoy what I do, please subscribe to the channel. It all helps. I do notice I've looked a little bit into the analytics, and I do notice that I think 50% of you, in fact just over of you watching, aren't subscribed. It all helps the channel. Please do so. It's only a press of a button. Cost you out. Comments. I always love comments. I like my interaction. One of the main reasons why I do this, in fact, yeah, the main reason why I do this is so I can chat to you guys. You guys send me a message, I respond. You then respond to that, I respond to that, and so suddenly we've got a discourse going on. It's great. If you want to financially help out the channel, yeah, the membership's in the bottom and down below. If you want to send a super thanks, you can also do that down below as well. It all help. Gets me either a decent cup of coffee that keeps me awake, especially the amount of turns I'm doing in these games, I need to be kept awake, or it allows me to get headphones and such forth, which I just realised I'm not wearing, so hopefully the speech is not too bad, because they're... Yeah. Uh-oh. So I'm going to have to check that recording, make sure it is still okay. This is going straight through the microphone there. I hope it's not too bad. But until next time, play games, have fun, buy internet,